Putin says rule limiting him to 2 consecutive terms as president can be abolished.
Here's a summary of the article.
Vladimir Putin has suggested a constitutional rule limiting the number of consecutive presidential terms may be scrapped, potentially paving a way to him staying on in post. According to the Russian constitution, the president is obliged to leave his post at the end of 2 successive terms. Your humble servant completed 2 terms, then left the post and had the constitutional right to return to the post of president, he said. Konstantin Gars, a commentator and former government advisor, agreed. Mr. Putin had offered a clear indication that he did not intend to carry on as president past 2024. As with previous years, the Russian president offered his compatriots a bright new future, with giant leaps forward in education, medicine and science. On Ukraine, the Russian president said he would not alter his conditions for peace. The Russian president had more time for Stalin. However, the European Parliament was wrong to equate Stalinism with totalitarianism, and for Ramzan Kadyrov, Chechnya's volatile head of state accused of masterminding the deaths and torture of hundreds of gay men.
This post received a score of 62,049, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
When will Putin give up the presidency? At the coronation.
When the opposition stops jumping out of windows.
Putin thanked his opponents, car accident, found dead in his home, polonium poisoning, shot in the street and mysteriously disappeared, for a well-fought race.
Don't forget Mr. Double Shots to the back of the head suicide.
Actually that was Gary Webb, and he was probably killed by the CIA for his Dark Alliance series. But there was also Gareth Williams, who was found dead inside a duffel bag locked from the outside in a bathroom with the key under his body.
Now that's a suicide I forgot about. These poor kids, stuffing their own corpses into duffel bags and locking them.
Even the people on the North Sentinel Island saw that coming.
Just Sentinel Island. Pretty sure this could be seen coming from Mars.
I did ask, but you know, lag smiley face.
It's only a few tens of minutes. Mere weeks in meme time.
Ah, how time passes. But what now? Where do we go from here?
Now that all of the children are growing up.
And how do we spend our TIIIME?
Knowing nobody gives us a DAAAAMN?
Is ruling through puppets no longer satisfying for him?
Why retire if you have to spend all your time pulling puppets behind the curtain? The reality is that he can't leave because as soon as he loses power, his enemies will strike. That's why authoritarians never give up power. It's a death sentence. Putin will be in power for years to come.
He's already reached the life expectancy for a Russian male. And enforced life expectancies for many more.
I think he has caused the average to shift downward. Edit, sheesh, make a joke about Putin killing people and suddenly everyone wants to state how healthy Russians are. We get it, vodka is a great disinfectant.
Life expectancy in Russia for both men and women tanked during and after the dissolution of the USSR and again around 98. I don't have an argument for a cause here, just reading the data. It's allegedly been gone up significantly over the last decade. I'm not an expert in the area at all, but reading a few wiki articles I find it interesting that life expectancy rose significantly 1993 to 1998, when in 1993 their constitution was amended to make free healthcare a right.
Russia is in 105th place in life expectancy, so please.
Well, if the population keeps insisting so much.
All 140% of the population that voted for him in the last election.
You joke, but Putin does have fairly positive approval ratings according to reputable Western sources.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.